Hi, good morning students. I hope you are safe at home and we are taking the precautions to avoid COVID-19 infection. Clear? You are wearing mask and rest of it. So, last class we conducted chapter 1 and we given the exercise and answers. Hope you are learning at home. If you have any doubt, you can mention in the comment box our YouTube channel. Now, I'm going to teach you class 4th, chapter 2, GUI operating system. So, in the name of GUI represents graphics user interface. Graphics user interface. Graphics user interface means the user could able to see the images, animations and the text. They can access with the help of mouse and rest of things, keyboard and touch pen and rest of things. In olden days, we were used CLI interface. The users will access the computer with typing commands, a bunch of commands they need to by heart while using the computer system. Only the professionals able to do that thing. So, simplifying the computer terms, our Microsoft developed graphics user interface with Windows 95 operating system. Then, the CLI, the Windows First operating system, it's called DOS. Windows First operating system, it's called DOS. The full form of CLI, command line interface. Command line interface. Clear? Command line interface. The first operating system, Windows 95, and the command line operating system which is DOS from Microsoft. Now we are going to learn the history of operating system. So I am erasing the board. Windows 95. Then they developed Windows 98. Then they developed 2000. These are basic user-friendly operating systems. So when they are grow up, they understand that these computers we need to manage from a server. What is the function of servers? Server is like a class teacher. I am a class teacher. I am controlling all of my students, keeping disciplines, arrangements, their education qualities I understand. Is it how they are learning? So these things in computer time, server understand how the machines are working, their performance and their tasks. Everything is recorded on the server. So server means it's a controlling unit to all other clients. Clear? So they were introduced the server, that is 2003 server. So Windows 2003 is a server OS. Then there were developed many other OS, Windows 7. Before Windows 7 they were introduced Windows XP. It's the most popular operating system from Microsoft. Then they were introduced Windows 7. While they introduced Windows 7, they also introduced Windows 2008 for server purpose. So, in Windows the proportion they developed Windows 2000 servers, 2008 servers. Then they will develop the upgradation, the new server series, that is 2016, and the proportion user-friendly operating system, that was Windows 10. So, in modern days, we are using Windows 10 operating system. But in our portion, we are covering Windows 7 operating system. Is it? The same of Windows 7, every interface is exactly not same, but the graphically it's differentiates. But the content same as Windows 7 and Windows 10. Clear? So, we are going to know what is a operating system. What is the functionality of operating system? So, first I will turn on the projector and I will show you the interface of Windows 7. So, once you open the computer, you could see a big picture, many icons, and a bottom a start button with a taskbar. Is it? In class 3, you learned what is taskbar and desktop and rest of things, but I need to revise for your better clarity. So, once you start up the Windows, the window which you shown, the window, now you see a picture, it is called desktop. So, once you turn on the computer, you could see a large screen, it is called desktop. Those small pictures is a representation of icons. So, these are called icons. And the bottom strip, you could see a large strip on the bottom side, it is called taskbar. On the taskbar, left bottom you could see a start button. It's for accessing the menus, exploring the computer. Once you click the menu, the start button, you could see many programs list and system related applications. So, not only start button in the taskbar, you could see date and the icon of sound and network icon, notification bar and many other quick launch icons. Here, now we are going to learn what is a operating system. Why we need operating system? Is it? We have purchased many hardware devices which we need to connect and we need to access it. Is it? Without a operating system, the user can't interact. For example, I have a computer system. I'm not installing any operating system on it. While I turn on the power, it only shows there is nothing in it, no disk found. Which means I have not installed any operating system on that computer. Clear? So, a operating system means it is the essential software that helps the user to interact with hardware parts. The processor, the memory, and keyboard, projectors, printers, whatever. It's only you can access once the operating system. It is the essential software to access a user to the hardware. So what is operating system? It is the essential software which use the user to access the hardware premises. Clear? So once we install Windows 7, we will get this window once we start it, and this window is called desktop. And the small icon is represent Windows icons. Clear? Those small pictures which says icons, and the bottom strip we called taskbar. It represents start button, quick launch icons, and date and time, as well as speaker, network, notification icons. Clear? So, we are moving to our next topic. What is taskbar? How we need to choose? Is it how we need to use that? So, this is called the taskbar. This big strip is called taskbar. It represents the start button. Is it? So what are the main functions which is located on the taskbar? If you want to know the time, you could see in the right side the time, date and time. Today is 13 or whatever the date which we mentioned, you could see in the right side. Clear? Then if you are moving to the start button, it gets a complete list of applications, system related or which we are installed. System default application, you can see paint, calculator and thing. Or if you are going to the Word and rest of things, is the software which we are installed. We can type and documentation purpose we are using Microsoft Word application. We already learned in the last third class. Is it clear? So start button helps the users to access or explore the application which we are installed or system related settings. Clear? Then customizing the taskbar. We need to customize, is it? Now you see the many icons is there, we need to customize. The start bar is located in the bottom, is it? We want to replace the start button to right side or top side or left side. It's also possible. Windows giving the power to the user, they can customize the operating system according to their wish, is it? We are purchasing the application, we are purchasing the operating system, so we need right to customize, is it? So we can do the basic customization. So you could see the bottom of taskbar. There you need to move your mouse pointer and right click. You could see a menu, a pop-up menu. There you can choose properties. Clear? So once you choose the properties, you could see a taskbar and start menu properties. The first one is taskbar. Then you could see lock the taskbar. Why we need lock the taskbar? Confused. If you are a dog, you are knocking in your door, which means the door cannot move anywhere, is it? They knock at your door, is it? Similarly, in taskbar, if you enable the lock button, the lock tick, the taskbar never moves. It's always in bottom. If you want to move to left, right and top, you need to choose the tick button, untick. Then once you apply the taskbar, you can simply move. Now see, the right side, top side and left side and bottom again. Clear? So the lock button means it's lock. The strip is need to lock, avoiding movement any other side, is it? Then the second option on the properties again, auto hide taskbar. For example, you are doing a project work and rest of things, and sometimes you are getting annoyed. Is it? The start button is showing the bottom, is it? So that time you can use auto hide option. Auto hide the taskbar. So once you apply, you could see the start bar is moved to bottom. You never see any taskbar. Once you move the mouse downwards, the start button and the rest of the taskbar pop up. Clear? Then the third option, use small icons. Is it? What is small icon? The icons in the taskbar we need to resize smaller. Is it? Now you see all the icons. Now it's smaller. Then again on the properties, we could see taskbar location on the screen. Once I said that if you are unlock, then only you can move them. But there is a customization option. You can place the taskbar without untaking the lock taskbar. So once you selected bottom to left, then apply. What happens? Left side is moved. Then it's right. Then right side is moved. Clear? So this option also helps to positioning the start button and the taskbar. Clear? Then taskbar buttons always combine and hide labels. Is it? We could able to combine when the taskbar is full, which means if you have flooded many icons, you need to combine. So that by we need to use a combine when the taskbar is full. Otherwise, always combine. If you have multiple icons, it come to screens, is it? Then never combine means whatever the icon, whatever the application you are opened, no need to combine. Shows. It shows a large amount of icons in the taskbar. Clear? So we always put in always combine and hide labels. It's better. Then once it's made these changes, you could able to apply. Similarly, start menu. In start menu, you can choose many other options. If you want to power button action shutdown. If you want to shut down the power button, you go to shutdown. If you want to choose the power button for log and restart any other option, if you want to customize. Then store, there is other node, store the recently opened application. If you would want to store what are the application recently opened, that also store. If you don't want, they can remove that thing. So privacy purpose, in higher classes you will learn that thing. Then toolbars, you could see what are the toolbars we need. So we can choose address. If you want a particular web address, you can mention on that. A link, you can put some links. Besides your project work and any Wikipedia site, you can mention that. And tablet PC, if you have a pen drive or touch pen, you can also insert and the panel also show up on the taskbar. Then the desktop, if you want to shortenize the desktop, it should be available in the taskbar. So once you tick and apply, that also plays. For example, I will give the desktop option. You could see a desktop open and you can choose what are the icons in the desktop. Simply, no need for, when you are in another window, no need for find the desktop icon. Simply click here and choose that. Clear? So these are the customization of taskbar. Clear? Everything once you applied, once you tick, you need to click apply and OK. Then only it gets effective. Then the next topic, selection. We need to select icons, programs, applications. Is it? You are a beginner stage, you find very difficult to access application, icons and rest of things. For example, I want to access Microsoft Edge documents. Is it? The Debian editorial. Clear? So one of the document is Debian editorial. I want to open that editorial. So there one option is moving our mouse pointer to the icon. Once you move, you could see there is a highlighted icon. Is it? Once you click the left button, clear? In your mouse, you need to click the left button. Left button belongs to left side and right button belongs to the right side. So you need to press the left button. Then again you double tap the left button. What happens? It's open. Clear? So you need to double tap the left button by selecting the icons which you need. Then now we are trying to select multiple icons. Clear? Adjacent icons. We need a row of icons. We need to move from here to others. Clear? So that is called adjacent. Adjacent. Adjacent icons. Clear? Selecting a row of icons. There we cannot choose particular icon. So that's called adjacent icons. For example, I need to select from here to here. Clear? Here to here. So I simply click the first icon, then press the shift key on the keyboard and select the last icon. So every icon in the row gets selected. Which key I use? Once I selected the first icon, then I press the shift key. Which key? Shift key. Shift key for adjacent selection. For adjacent selection, I used shift key on the keyboard. Once I selected the icon, then I click shift key and holding it select the last icon. So the row is selected completely. What are the icons in the row? Everything gets selected. Now I need a particular icon. For example, I need IVMS, then control panel, then IVMS 400 vs. Only 3 icons I need, but I need a multiple selection. Is it? A group of selection. Is it? So how I can select that? In the keyboard, there is a shortcut key. It's called control. It represents CTRL for non-adjacent selection. Clear? So similarly, we need to select our first icon. I need to select the IVMS. Then I press and hold the control key. Then selected the second icon. Second icon I control panel. Clear? Then IVMS. You could see the selection IVMS, control panel, IVMS 400 vs. I have selected 3 icons. The group of icons I have selected with the help of control key. Clear? So selection adjacent icons I use IVMS and rest of the raw files with the key of shift. If I want to select non-adjacent icons, I use control key and the icons which I need. Clear? Now we are going to our next topic, arranging the desktop. Clear? So now I will show you our icons are plotted there and there. Clear? I am moving to this and this and here. So our desktop like flatted, there is no arrangement. Clear? So I need to arrange each icon in a order, name. For example, size and the rest of things. I need to arrange each icon. It's a representation. Clear? Name or size or usage. Clear? So for that option, I need to click the right button, go to the view option, there see auto arrange. So I choose auto arrange option. Every icon which was flatted, it's automatically arranged. Clear? So for arranging the icon, I choose auto arrange option, which bar right click, then choose view, there auto arrange. I show you one more time, right click, then view, then auto arrange icon, automatically arrange the icons. For example, you want to arrange by name, then you could see sort by name. So all the icons, T and rest of things, it gets name. Clear? It's ascending and descending order also applicable. If you want size, it's arranged based on the size. If you want to arrange by item type, it's arranged by item type. Clear? Then date of modify, the last document which I modified, it shows the first. Clear? So these are the arranging icons options. And one more thing, on the view tab you could see a large icon, medium icon and small icon. So if I choose medium icon, the icons also on the desktop shows a medium size. If I choose large icon, what happens? The icons become bigger. So these icons become bigger. So it's easiest to read each letter. Clear? And the representation of icons also bigger. So that's why I choose large option. If you want medium, it's become medium size, and again smaller icon, the icon become smaller. Clear? We put medium size. I hope you understand the customization of icons and arrangements and putting the name order, size and date modified, everything. Clear? Then we are going to the next thing. The picture is showing on the desktop is called wallpaper. You could see there is a one window logo and the representation is shown. Is it? It's a picture. we need to change the wallpaper. So what is wallpaper? The picture which showed on the desktop is called wallpaper. So we need to change the picture. So that purpose, we need to first right click the free area. There are many icons. Whilst you are moving your mouse pointer and you are right clicking, only get the properties of that particular icon. Clear? So if you want to make the changes, the desktop and the customization of icons and rest things, we need to move our mouse pointer in a free space. You will get a pop-up menu that shows the personalization option. Personalize. Clear? Once you choose the personalize option, on the pop-up window, you could see desktop background. Choose desktop background option. On that window, you could see many pictures. Is it? It's Windows pre-configured many kind of pictures. For example, I need to choose the sword getting lady picture. Is it? Only this picture I need to set. Once I click, what happens? The picture changes. Is it? Then I choose another picture, it also gets changes. But once we selected the picture, it's only get applied while we press save changes. If you are not pressing the save changes option, what happens? Once we close, it's back to the normal. What happens then? It goes to the back. So that why we need to click the desktop background and choose the images which we need, then click save changes. What happens? The images get saved. Understood? Now we are going to learn how to set another picture. Is it? For example, you need to browse your own pictures. Maybe you have taken a good photograph of your portrait. Is it? So that you need to place on your desktop. That time you also confused how to set your picture on wallpaper or wallpaper. So that purpose, first we need to click again the personalize option, then desktop background, then you could see there is a browse option. So click on the browse option, there you will get the exploring panel. For example, you have saved your computer, then you need to choose computer, D drive, C drive, then select. If any picture is there, you will get clear. Then you are saved on D drive or E drive, you can choose from here, then select if any picture, it shows there. Clear? So once you select and save changes, the picture gets applied. But I also give a tip, because you are my student, is it? So I need to give some tips. Always in every classes, I give some tips to improve your quality of education. Is it? So it's very complicated to accessing the personalize option, selecting desktop and rest of things for changing a particular wallpaper. Is it? So in this purpose, you can also go for shortcut. What is a shortcut? So first we need to navigate the picture which you have. For example, here sample pictures, many pictures. You navigated the folder which you have, the picture. For example, your pen drive. You open that pen drive folder and copy to your place on your desktop. And simply you can click the right button. There you could see set as desktop background. Set as desktop background. Once you click that, it's automatically placed on your desktop. See? Simple. No need to go for the personalize option and choosing the desktop one and browse again and exploring. It's taking time, is it? We are always professionals, is it? So that purpose, simply go to the folder which you have copied the file, right click on the picture which you need to set as wallpaper, then select set as desktop background. Automatically it's come. There is no need for any further settings. I hope you understand how to set the wallpaper. I told two methods. Once go to the desktop, personalize option, selecting the particular image which you have. Either you have any pen drive, you need to browse through the browse option. Once you select it, click save changes. Otherwise, the second method, go to the Explorer panel, select the folder which you have copied your image, select that particular folder and click on the picture which you want to set as desktop background, right click and set it. Set as desktop background option. Clear? Then the next topic is screensaver. Clear? What is screensaver? Everyone confused. What is screensaver? Maybe you are familiar with your mobile or you have any personal computers. You are familiar with screensavers, screen saving purpose. No. Actually, if you are not doing any activities, the window is not using a particular time, the computer initiates a screen animation or pictures. Clear? You can put any pictures or animation, any text as screensaver. If you are not doing any activities in a particular time which you have set it, that time period the screensaver automatically pop up. Clear? For example, we are going to set a text as our screensaver. So I am going to show you how to set the screensaver. Every personalization, first we need to click the free area, then personalize option. Clear? On the right side you could see screensaver. So click there, the screensaver option. Clear? On the screensaver window you could see screensaver options. You could see first one is blank. So we can select bubbles, 3D text, mystery, photos and ribbons. So ribbons, mystery, bubbles, those are animation. Also the 3D text which we are typing the text, it gets animated. Clear? So first we go to the text. Clear? Then I settings, I am going to type mining. Is it? I want to show mining when the computer is going to the screensaver mode. Is it? So I am typing my name. My name is Trison Thomas. Clear? Then I put the size and font whatever you like. You can choose the font. Clicking the choose font option. I choose Times New Roman and bold and italic. Any other things you can customize. Spin, rotation type, spin, seesaw, oval and tumble. It's preference, based user. Then I selected. Then you could see the Trison Thomas is moving there and there. Is it? Then if you want to set a particular time, is it? Once you selected the screensaver option, you need to set a particular time. Here, minimum minute is 1 and 999 minutes, up to 999 minutes. So I choose 1 minute because I need to wait a long time. So I am setting 999 minutes. It will take more days, is it? So for the demo purpose, I will show you in 1 minute. Clear? So I click here and set as 1, then apply, then OK. So if I am not using 1 minute, the Trison Thomas screensaver will pop up. Clear? So I will show you. Just wait for 1 minute without pressing any items. So screensaver means which we used if you are not doing any activities, the particular window is getting animated with the text format, picture format and whatever you like, bubbles, bubbles. Clear? It's a representation of animation, picture or text. So we are waiting for 1 minute to getting our screensaver. You could see Trison Thomas is a wobble effect. It's affecting. I'm not touched any parts of computer input devices such as keyboard, mouse, and then a touch pen and rest of things. The screensaver appears. Clear? So if you have set a particular time, if you are not doing anything on the Windows, the screensaver pop up. Clear? So once we touch the mouse, the screensaver goes. So what are the other options in screensaver? Personalize. Selected the screensaver. We choose blank. Option is there. Then bubbles. We can preview here what happens when we click. See, bubbles is coming. Then move. Then mystery is animation. You could see. Lot of flagging mysteries type of animations effect. And we are choosing ribbons. It represents a lot of ribbons. This is the animations which is pre-stored on the Windows. Then photos. Here we can choose our photos. For example, you have many pictures, your portraits, your mother, father, and such of things. We can select the browse option. Then choose the location. Similarly, the wallpaper. Choose the location and browse the folder. Once we selected, we can see slideshow speed. What are the speeds we need to set? Slow speed. One picture shows 1 minute and another picture shows next minute. Is it? If you want faster, which means every 2 or 5 seconds, the next picture gets clear. Once we made all the changes, we need to apply save. So save, you could see there is a picture. It's represent the picture, screensaver. Clear. So these are the topic for today. I am giving you homework. There is no concentration and precision for homework. Is it? The first homework, the question is, I will write on the board. What is operating system? What is operating system? I already told the machines which used the user, is it? They need to communicate the hardware parts, is it? So the only one software that helps, that operating system helps. So you need to clearly write the answer, what is operating system. Then second question, what is taskbar? What are the icon shows? In taskbar you could see many icons. You need to write what are the icons in the taskbar. Then third question, which keyboard keys help to select group of icons, multiple icons. How to select multiple icons or group of icons? Which keyboard keys help to select the multiple icons? And the fourth question, fourth and the last question, only 4 questions you have. What is screen saver? What is screen saver? Clear? Hope you are enjoyed our class and you are doing very goodly manner at home, keeping safe, wearing mask while we are going outside. Is it? So study thoroughly the lessons which I teach, and if you have any doubt, you can comment it on the YouTube channel. Clear? Have a nice day.